Some pain is so profound that madness becomes the only way to survive. Welcome back to 6 Minutes of Movie Tales. Our story begins in a desolate village, where the vibrant red silk of the Hong family flutters in the wind. But that red brings no warmth. It is as cold as the funeral shrouds wrapping around Nu. Born under a cursed star, Nu lived for 18 years like a ghost in her own home. On her 18th birthday, her father cast her out into the cold. This brutal rejection pushed Nu into a downward spiral of gambling to fill her void of loneliness, leading her to Quang, a poor undertaker. Together, they fled deep into the forest to escape their debts, hoping for a new life. But they didn't know that beneath the ancient forest soil, a 1,000-year-old nightmare was waiting. The corpse is the rejected child returning in the shroud of destiny. The indifference of loved ones is the sharpest blade. When we fail to water a child with love, we unknowingly nurture a demon of resentment for the future. A family without affection is the cradle of the most terrifying spiritual tragedies. When the hunger for money reached its peak, Nu forced Quang to sell the land behind their house. But when the sorcerers and workers came to inspect the ground, they were horrified by the stench of death rising from the earth. They unearthed an ancient coffin, bound by iron chains and cursed talismans. Inside was not a body, but a grotesque wooden effigy wearing a hauntingly beautiful green jade necklace. Greed soon overpowered fear. The workers returned in the dark of night to steal the necklace, but the debt to the devil is never cheap. One by one, they died gruesome deaths, jumping from bridges or hanging themselves with distorted faces. Nu, in a trance, took the necklace for herself. She didn't know she had just opened the door for the woman in black to return from hell. The demon didn't kill Nu instantly. It commanded black night moths, messengers of hell, to fly directly into her throat, turning her into a true reanimated corpse. Quang watched in agony as his wife died, only to stand back up, her feet tiptoeing, with a bone-chilling click-clack on the wooden floor. He saw her secretively devouring raw meat in the shadows, her eyes glazed and soulless, the scent of decay overpowering the aroma of red silk. Her flesh began to rot and fall away in patches. But Quang closed his eyes to the horror. He used the factory's red silk to wrap her wounds and meticulously applied makeup to her decaying face. He preferred to breathe in the stench of rot, pretending it was the scent of her hair, rather than face the truth that the only woman who ever loved him was gone forever. He traded his soul to keep her, even as a hollow vessel that I love. The line between loyalty and selfishness is razor thin. Quang kept Nu not because she needed to live, but because he couldn't endure the emptiness of her absence. Deep down, he understood. Do not fear the cold corpse. Fear the heart that has no one left to wait for. Solitude is the most potent poison. Quang teaches us a bitter lesson. Sometimes, people choose to live in a hellish hallucination because reality is far colder. His loyalty turned a soulless corpse into a temple of eternal love. He turned his life into a living grave, choosing to embrace a rotting illusion rather than face a green grass tomb. In a state of extreme paranoia, Quang saw Nu, now a demon, trying to kill their infant child to summon her own demonic offspring. Quang grabbed a knife and fought a life-and-death battle until a bolt of lightning tore through the night and shattered his hallucination. The brutal truth emerged from the fragments of memory. Quang was the one who gambled away everything. It was he, in a panicked flight from debt collectors, who drove recklessly and was rear-ended by a truck. Nu, who was pregnant at the time, died instantly. Quang's gambling and cowardice had indirectly killed his wife and child. His brain couldn't handle the reality of being a killer, so it constructed a macabre circus of demons so he could play the hero. But look closely at Quang's eyes in the isolation cell. He isn't looking into space. He is looking straight at you. In the darkness of the asylum, as the moon is hidden by black clouds, Quang breaks into a manic smile. He slowly raises his withered hands to his neck, gripping it as if wearing an invisible necklace. Under the flickering lights, purple bruises begin to appear, the mark of the jade necklace dragging his soul to hell. The click-clack of tiptoeing feet echoes on the cement floor, but it's not coming from Quang. It's coming from behind him, where a shadow in red silk leans down to whisper of an eternal vow. Build wealth with your strength. Do not sell your soul to the devil. Tonight, if you hear a clicking sound in a tiptoe rhythm, remember, the contract is signed and it cannot be canceled. Human greed is the door that lets it in. This is 6 minutes of movie tales, where love and death intertwine into a haunting ballad. Don't let greed lead the way, for the price you pay might be your very soul this instant. Now look behind you, like and subscribe to protect your soul before the next heartbreaking truths. See you again, if you can still see tomorrow.